We now have an address by Mr. Dhrubo Mukherjee, CEO ABP Anando, to say a little about his illustrious presence here. Mr. Dhrubo Mukherjee joined ABP in '97 and currently is the Chief Executive Officer of the organization overseeing the print, TV, publishing and radio businesses of the group. Born and brought up in Calcutta and a die-hard Calcuttian at heart, he is a BCom Honours from St. Xavier's College, MBA from IISWNBM under Calcutta University and an alumnus of London School of Economics and Political Science. Travel, food and sports are some of the things that excite him beyond his interest areas in work. I would like to call on stage, sir, if you could kindly.
Right. Thank you so much for the kind introduction. My regards to all the dignitaries on the dais, and a very, very good morning to members of the JIS group, the parents, and of course, the new inductees or the new batch of students coming in. It's always a very exciting proposition talking to a batch of students coming in. You kind of go back 30 years in your life and imagine yourself there, trying to learn from the wisdom of others. And at the end of it, we don't know whether the journey was great or bad, but definitely helped us as we went along. It's been more than an hour you guys are sitting, so I'll be very, very brief. And if you're feeling very digitally suffocated, take out your mobile phone and do some Insta reels while I complete my address. Right. Again, the brief given to all of us probably was to share our experiences and to share what we feel you should kind of keep in mind as you start your journey. But when I started my career, a senior of mine told me that, in any PowerPoint presentation that you make, a slide should not have more than 3 to 4 points. And then somehow throughout my life, I've maintained that. None of the slides that I've made in my life had more than 3 or 4 points. And today I am just one PowerPoint slide and there are 13 to 14 others which are going to come in. So I'll just keep it brief to 3 or 4 points that probably I want to share with you. And collectively, when I look at the stage, probably you have more than 300 years of collective working experience sitting on this stage. So by the end of this session, I am sure you go back much more enriched than what you came in. So my first nugget of information that I would like to share with you, which I picked up as we went along, is a phrase which I would call as hard work, smart work, failing fast so that you can succeed sooner. And that's something you need to keep in mind as you get into your coursework. Yes, there will be a lot of hard work. As you do your coursework, there are times when you have to also do smart work and you need to distinguish which is applicable for what. There are no shortcuts in life, but yes, there are times you're going to put in hard work, there are times you're going to put in smart work, and there are times you're going to not succeed. I won't say fail. Fail is a very, very strong word, but the output probably is not up to your expectation or to your teacher's expectation. That's fine. There's nothing wrong in that. Only is that you need to learn fast. And as we said, if you want to fail, fail fast so that you can succeed sooner. So keep that in mind in whatever effort that you're putting in, and you will come out probably better than when you went in with that effort. The next thing I'd like to say that, you come into JIS, which is one of the best institute in this part of the country. And I'm sure at the end of your course, you will be all experts on the subjects that you have chosen to pursue. And in your pursuit of excellence, you will gather knowledge, you will be experts in what you do. But what I would also urge you parallelly is to become subject matter experts on life. And what I mean by that is acquire life skills. When you come into the recruiting table and we are sitting on the other side, yes, we'll look at your knowledge, but we'll also like to know whether you understand life and you have a hold on your life skills. And there is no shame in acknowledging, when you're starting your career, that there may be a few skills which you are short of. And you need to figure out, introspect, talk to your parents, talk to your brothers and sisters, talk to your friends, and figure out what is it that's probably lacking in you in terms of life skill. And it can be a communication skill, it can be a presentation skill, it can be grooming etiquette skill, I don't know what all. There are a whole lot of lists that you can go through. Identify that and invest some time in bridging that gap and building that skill. Because as much as it's important you know your subject, you also need to have a grasp on life. And that's one thing which will hold you good if you go along your journey. The third qualitative thing that I would like you to probably focus on a bit, and this is something our education system is now pivoting towards it. During our time, it was not so. And that is to build or to develop a curious mind. Make curiosity your sixth sense. During your coursework, just as you are searching for probably answers to questions you do not know, also learn to question the answers that are in front of you. Maybe I'm making your teacher's life a little difficult as you go along by saying this, but I don't think they'll mind for you to ask questions. Because I think we are increasingly getting into a generation where we are failing to ask the right questions. And hence it's very important for you, as you do your coursework, as you go along the journey of your life, to ask the right questions. So build a curiosity, build a curious mind, and it will hold you good for the rest of your life. And the final thing I'd like to say is, the fourth point, if I may put it, is the concept of roots and wings. And the Vice Chancellor actually touched upon it in his speech today, is after your course, you will enter the career, you'll enter a professional world, you'll enter the world at large, and you will spread your wings. And today, all of us here to wish you all the best, to pray for that fact that you spread your wings far and wide. But as you do that, never forget your roots. And try at whatever time in your life that destiny and God gives you to give back to that root. Because it is that root which made you what you are and not where you went. So it's very important to step back at time, look at life and say, have I done enough for the root which made me what I am today? So give back to your roots. And I won't take too many examples. You don't have to look for international icons and examples to understand these four things that I've said. The university that you got in, started by legendary late Sardar Jodh Singh. I think you look at his life. I have seen the documentary on his life many times, and I feel inspired every time I see that. He kind of practiced all these four things that I talked to you about today, where he definitely did hard work and he knew when to do smart work. Not that he succeeded in everything he did, but he failed fast so that he could succeed in the stuff that he wanted to achieve and be successful. He was an expert in various things that he did, but very importantly in his journey when he migrated from the other side, Pakistan to India, he picked up life skills. He picked up survival skills. And he and his next few generation, he ensured had the right kind of skills to kind of navigate the challenges of life. The reason why JIS is so big and successful today is because somewhere he and the succeeding generation built a curiosity, built a curious mind to explore new things. And hence, if you see the group, it is in so many diverse sectors and yet doing so well. That's where it comes from. And finally, no better example of giving back to the roots, giving back to the society which made him, is the example of JIS group. No matter what they do, they never forget to give back to society. So you are now inheriting that legacy by enrolling in this group, and take this forward, seize the moment, seize the day, live the life that you want to be, and we wish you all the very best, and we'll support you all the way. Thank you so much.